so we're gonna kind of go a little more in depth with the transition of our name change. Formerly known as MF Autos, now we are known as the Triple F Collection moving forward. It's kind of a rebranding. We figured let's do it now before we hopefully get any bigger, whether that's on YouTube, Instagram, any social media platform, but more importantly with the community around Columbus, as we do a lot of community events and charity events and things like that. So Jordan, go ahead.
I mean, we've talked about it for a little while, about changing the name, when the best time would be to do it. We've been talking about getting my family more involved. This kind of just first started out with Brett and I 5-6 years ago, just kind of talking one day and, hey, how can we get out there and share some things in the car community? And how can we get more involved? What can we do? How can we make things better? So we started thinking, instead of just using our names, how can we have this combined effort to, do everything under and have kind of one brand do it all. So, we came up with MF Autos, which is Brett's last name and my last name, and just put autos on it and away we go. We had, I think, a Nissan GTR, an MP4 12C and a 458, maybe a Z06 and a 911 turbo. Yeah, the 911 turbo was an Alpha 9 build that it was always on the fritz, but when it ran well, it was a beast. Let's kind of reiterate what Jordan was saying. So something I would explain when I would go to car meets was, everybody asks, oh, what is MF Autos? I'm like, hey, we're just here to talk about cars. And that's something that, you go to car meets and everybody wants to know, what do you do for a living? Or who are these guys? We solely cared about going to car meets to meet other car enthusiasts, talk about their cars, go for a drive, and just basically have fun. Everybody that knows us, that's the most important thing, is just have a good time. So that's what we set out to do 5 years ago. January 30th was the very first day, the very first post. And I believe it was the 911 turbo that Esoteric did. That's right. So we've actually had the relationship, shout out to Esoteric. We've been with those guys for a long time. So yeah, that's crazy coming from that first 911 pick at Esoteric. Yeah. But as we've evolved, it's kind of gotten more than just Brett and I just kind of doing and sharing some car pictures. We've done a lot more through charitable events like Make-A-Wish Foundation. We're very dedicated to helping the community, not only with just through cars, but to help a lot of other areas. So that's really been our goal, and it's something cool to get the family more involved in, because the car collection is between my father, myself, and my brother, and we've been in business together for 25 years. My father started a business, and my brother and I got involved as soon as we could. So we've always kind of had this shared passion and shared drive, and that kind of translates over into the cars, into more of a shared garage. We've been working hard together, building a company together for a very long time. So it all kind of just mixes well together. We're all passionate about cars. And, we can't think of a better way to combine passions than with the community, with helping charities, and also bringing out the cars and giving a reason for people to get together and be excited with the kids, and even adults, entire families come out and see it. I mean, so it still makes us as excited and giddy as kids ourselves when we come in the garage and see some of the cars. It's kind of going back 5 years ago. Jordan, like he mentioned, was helping build the company with his brother and his dad. He was already raising a family. In the meantime, I had no kids. I wasn't trying to build a company. I have a great career, but it didn't tie me down in the way that their company did with him as they built it. So I was able to have the freedom to kind of take a car here and there and kind of go do this thing. And I've been fortunate enough to have Jordan and his family's trust to be able to do this stuff, and been very fortunate in that sense. So I was sort of the face of MF Autos for maybe a year or two, and then Jordan and doing a lot of the work, a lot of the social media, a lot of taking some cars to events when I wasn't able to and some of us weren't able to. So there's been a lot of work behind the scenes as well as in front of the camera from Brett. Yeah, so now, as we evolved, we're at a point where, fortunately, Jordan, his brother, and his dad they want to be involved more, and they have the opportunity to do it, and it's going to keep growing. And
this is where we're at with the Triple F collection. So
correct. It made sense at this point to officially change the name, and it means the most to us to have the family involved, no matter what kind of step back or whatever that means on social media or any other platform. But we have some other things that are Triple F related that we've done in the past. So we just, it means the most to us as a family to get that out there, get it changed, and something that we're all proud of, and we're all starting together kind of fresh a little bit in some people's minds. So yeah, we're really looking forward to the name change, to kind of progressing in not only the hypercar community as we go on, but everything from the 280Z build, from anything up to a Koenigsegg. We're just very excited to share everything and keep on growing and keep on doing better for the community. You think that's good?
yeah, I think that was real good. Dad,